Ah, eek. Oh, we're live. Aloha. Aloha, aloha. We're going to read now a little bit, I guess. Uh-huh. There we go. A little bit out of the Children of Color Storybook Bible. This is from a contemporary English version, and it's illustrated by Victor Hogan. This is a book that someone that I really love, an uncle of mine when I was young, gave me when I started to express an interest in understanding more of the background and the stories that the faith I was being raised in, where that was coming from. So this is stories from the Bible, and we're gonna we're gonna read about it. This is for my boys back home, and then for any precious ones out there that also want to join them. So here we are. The story of creation. In the beginning, the earth was dark and empty. There was nothing to see, no people, no animals, and no trees. Not a living thing existed. And then God said, I command light to shine. And light started shining. He separated light from darkness and named the light day and the darkness night. That was the first day that the Lord made. On the second day, God created the sky. That was the second day that the Lord made. On the third day, God said, I command the water under the sky to come together in one place, so there will be dry ground. That's what happened. God named the dry ground land, and he named the water ocean. He also commanded that the plants, trees, fruit, and grain grow. Beautiful greenery filled the earth. God looked at what he had done and saw that it was good. That was the third day that the Lord made. On the fourth day, God said, I command lights to appear in the sky and to separate day from night and to show the time for seasons, special days, and years. God also made two powerful lights, the brighter one called the sun to rule the day, and the other called the moon to rule the night. Then God made the stars and put them in the rest of the lights in the sky to shine on the earth. God looked at what he had done, and it was good. That was the fourth day that the Lord made. On the fifth day, God created the living creatures of the sea and birds to fly above the earth. Then he gave the living creatures his blessing. He told the ocean creatures to live everywhere in the ocean and the birds to live everywhere on earth. That was the fifth day that the Lord made. On the sixth day, God created all kinds of tame and wild animals. This was the day he also created the people to be like himself. They would rule the fish, birds, and other living creatures. God looked at what he had done. All of it was very good. That was the sixth day that the Lord made. By the seventh day, God had finished his work, and so he rested. God blessed the seventh day and made it special. God was very pleased with all that he had done. So that story is sort of retold for us from a book called the Bible, and it's from the book of Genesis, first book in the Bible, first part, 1:1 to 2:3. So I wonder if there's any sort of words and things that we could go over from this story. This is the story of creation. Um, what I see a lot of in here is the word command. You know, it says God said, "I command light to shine." On the third day here. God said, I command the water under the sky to come together in one place. On the fourth day, God said, I command lights to appear in the sky, separate day from night. So I wonder what that word means, command. God can command something, and so it becomes that way. First, let's look at our word, command. Command is spelled COMMAND. 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 Man. So what we've talked about is how God commanded different elements and different beings into being, and then also told them what they're supposed to do. So, very good. So, with command, I guess we could say that command something is to tell somebody something what to do, and they will do it without question. It's like giving something an order, saying, it must be this way. How does that feel? It's nice when you think about the fact that certain things must be a certain way. It's nice to think that the sun must be in the sky, and the water must be on the ocean, and the ground must be the ground, because in that way we can walk on the ground and we can swim in the ocean and we can enjoy the sun on our face, you know? It's comforting. But it's also sometimes a little bit uneasy to think that something has to be a certain way, you know? That no matter what, it must be this way. And we see that discomfort more when we're talking about um, not when we're talking about like the water has to be in the ocean, but when we're saying like the animals have to do what we want them to, or the land has to be for us. No. Sometimes that's when it's important to remember that it's a book, a storybook, and that there is a God, that some things must be the way that they are for us to have life and to have happiness and to love and to live. But other things are up for you to decide. You get to decide what it's like for the way that you get to decide the way that you're going to be with the animals, the way that you're going to be with the earth, I guess is what I'll say. It's up for you to decide what your stewardship of those things looks like. Because without a doubt, we're able to tell animals what to do, and we're able to affect them in all different kinds of ways. But I invite you to accept the commandment, to accept the command that there's some rule that we have over the rest of the world, but to also think about what do you want that to look like, you know? You want it to look like a bit like what we've received, sunshine and happiness and good things, and making sure that the way that you're working with different people and things and places and ideas, and that you're helping them grow for them too, not just for you. It's always important. All kinds of fun things to think about. Yeah, it's a storybook Bible. First, we talked about, we read the story all the way through. Talked about the word command. The other word I thought was interesting was the word blessing. I saw a lot in here. And so then he gave the living creatures his blessing. By the seventh day that God had finished his work and he rested, and God blessed the seventh day and made it special. You see? So just the same as there's commandment saying that something has to be this way. There's also blessing. A blessing is when you are giving a good thing, kind of like a commandment, but instead, I mean, it's not that commands are bad, but kind of like a commandment, but like for like something really great. So God blessed the animals. Then he gave the living creatures his blessing. He told the ocean creatures to live everywhere in the ocean and the birds to live everywhere on the earth. You see, that's a blessing. And the Lord blessed the seventh day. So he gave it something special over all the other days. And it was the special day, Sunday, the day that you get to rest. So that's a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that this was useful or amusing. And I hope that you enjoyed your story. And I really hope to hear from you soon. Love you very much. And aloha.